Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to another wonderful VOD. And to anybody who's in the stream, currently watching live, before I even really started to go live, welcome. Oh, Tanya, you're here. Welcome. Welcome. You're never here so early. Always a pleasure to see you in chat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, this is embarrassing. I'm so sorry. It's been like 500 years.
So I may have had my speaker on, so you guys may have gotten that one twofold. Yeah, I just added that. That's a new one. So, yeah, new fart sounds, new sounds were added this weekend. Yeah, I know it was a little loud. That's because it was coming through the speaker. Hopefully the next one doesn't destroy your ears, but... All right, we got work to do. Let's see here. I just want to get my stream manager open over here so I'm not missing that. How am I this evening? I am wondrous, absolutely wondrous. Very much so looking forward to another grind stream. I really wanted to get working on this. Yep, back to work, cracks whip. That's it. That's it. We got work to do. Yeah, I wanted to go live yesterday, but I just decided to take it easy because I needed to just vibe out and go to sleep for once in my life. So I did that, and I'm gonna try my very best to not miss days going forward because I hate to do that. So just a once in a while thing.
Oh, that kills people!
Oh! Yeah, working too hard does kill people. And I've been known to not take care of myself sometimes because I work too hard. So I gotta take care of myself here and there. Alright, so last time, I think we were just getting everything together with the coops. These three are done. So I know these ones are named, these ones are named. I'm just gonna make sure there's not one waiting in here. It's been a while since I checked. How was everybody's Sunday? I haven't seen you guys since Saturday. Hope you're all doing great and staying more rested than I've been. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12. Okay, this one's done too. And I can paint that one green. This one is also done. So this one, and how much time is left on these? Love the color coding. Gotta keep track of them all, you know? I mean, these ones are done, so these two are done now, so we gotta make sure we're keeping track of things. First day back to work after a week and a bit off, it sucked. Sorry about that, that sucks. It ain't easy being cheesy. So last time we opened up our 18,000, almost 19,000th golden mystery box. We have 86 auto petters. We are doing really well in that department. And I'll put an egg in there once we get the others in line so they all go at the same time. I think today we're gonna grind like 3,000 mystery boxes. We might try to open like 1,500 before the end of stream. We bought our washer and dryer from my in-laws, so it was used. Hang on, I gotta get my auto hotkey script up. Never play without that anymore. I just feel naked without it. Yeah, we have that one. I don't know much about laundry. Not really a laundry main. Thank goodness for it, because I'm bad at it. Alright, let's go get our upgrade from Robin, and then we'll get straight into whacking the orphans. Only take another 2 weeks to get another 80. Well, yeah, that's... Yeah. It's gonna take a while. We're doing a grind. One of my favorite games, my other favorite game, dropped an update recently, and it's like, oh, I want to play, but I can't. We gotta do this. It's Project Zomboid. We're definitely doing Project Zomboid next. Definitely gonna do a Project Zomboid challenge next, I think. Give my palate a little cleansing after we're done Stardewing it out. Hopefully Concerned Ape holds off on giving us the 1.7 update for till October. But at the rate we're going, we should be done with this challenge definitely before the end of August. This grind part is definitely the most time-consuming part left. Good vibes only. No, exactly. We got stuff to do. I definitely want to play Project Zomboid, but we have this game to play first. And we did start a challenge, and we gotta just commit to the challenge. We gotta do the challenge, guys. What kind of idiot would I be to spend 60 hours doing a challenge and not finish it because I want to play another game? That would be distracted. Before GTA 6, yeah. Probably not going to play GTA 6 until it gets on PC anyways, though. I'm just opening up my tracker for the dubs, guys, so I'm just getting that open so I have it on the side and I keep track of our stuff. Now today, luck-wise, is a little lucky, but the daily luck isn't very high. I mean, the daily luck's okay. It's 4.2%. We determined that last time that the best thing to do is wait for a really high luck day before we come grinding here, because that's going to heavily influence our golden animal cracker drops. Right now we only have a quarter of as many as we need, and we were getting a ton, like 25 a day when we came here on high luck. We have a luck buff, but I don't think that's going to make a big difference. I think daily luck has more influence on golden animal crackers, so you just watch me eat a magic rock candy and a ginger ale, and now I'm gonna totally waste them and go to sleep because I'm evil. Oh yeah. Luck today. Days in my hands, and then I just want to make sure. All right, so we got 1 day left on that, so that's fine. And Robin's gonna take another 2 days to finish that, so we'll just do another long sleep moment. Yeah, GTA 6, Elder Scrolls, huge drops coming. Absolutely huge drops coming. Very lucky day. That's good. We'll definitely go grind today at 9.9%. Perfect. Perfect. Let's name some chickadees, and then we'll get right on over there. Do a little bit of grinding. Do a little bit of grindity-yinding. Let's go with Jefferson, because it just feels right. And then that'll be that one done. And then this one we'll name 12, like the number 12, but 12. Because again, this feels right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one's not as full as the others, which is fine. Let's go with Streisand, like Barbara Streisand. Oh yeah. It was at chicken number 125 that Shift began to lose interest in naming the chickens and had started to name them after whatever the first thing that came to mind was. Now today should be a perfect day to grind these out, so let's keep it moving. Oh, by the way, guys, I did fix the TTS issue. I don't know if everybody was here for it last time, but I corrected the TTS issue. Last time, I had Oh Yes test the profanity filter that is supposed to replace profanity with replacement words that are more appropriate. And it failed. It failed badly because it wasn't case sensitive. So I fixed that. So TTS is available again. And I'm pretty sure I thought of every curse word in the book. So if you find a way to get Fred to say a curse word, I will personally reward you by refunding the TTS. And by curse word, I mean like one you can't say on TV. Not incentivizing you to say bad words, mostly just opening the door up for anybody who's creative enough to think of a word that I haven't replaced already. So, you know, have fun. If that's your color of interest. B268, hi man, could just name every chicken after me, I guess. I could just start naming them numbers.
You are gonna sit here and tell me that I can't talk about forking a hot twink in his tight boy hole? This poop sucks. I am out. Trifler. Raise up.
I think that was pretty good. I think, no, you know, that wasn't too bad. The good thing is it didn't show up on the, yeah, it does work. You know, boy's hole, well, I mean, it's clever use of that conjunction of words, but I'm not, yeah, I can't very well tell it to not use, like, the word hole. Because what if someone's actually talking about a hole, you know? But, yeah, no, that was pretty good. All right, so I'm glad it worked. Glad it worked. Only hole that matters. Yeah, well, you know, I beg to differ. I like other holes, but a hole is a hole. Don't quote me on that. Don't make that quote 11. Don't do it. Whatever you do, don't do that. Because that would be a very unfortunate thing to make our 11th quote. Felt good to take the day off, though. I definitely caught up on some rest. I think I drank too much coffee, chat. Hey, $20 is $20. Donut holes. Donut holes are good. Hanakari asks, how are you doing? Ah, pretty good, pretty good. Caught up on rest. Feeling a lot better. Was just really run down after the last week. I'm still kind of training somebody for work and also running the stream 5 times last week and doing the 11-hour banger on Saturday was just a lot of compounding tiredness. Had time on Sunday to take it easy. Got my Red Lobster. Had to get some Red Lobster. Oh, so happy to have Red Lobster. And then, of course, Mrs. Shift and I watched a couple of Marvel movies to get more off of our list before we get through the Endgame arc. So we watched Black Panther and we watched Doctor Strange. I gotta say, Doctor Strange, like, I'm an Iron Man main, but I gotta say Doctor Strange was good. Good. You really added that. That's great. Well, I'm glad the reverse psychology worked, because that's kind of freaking hilarious to have as a quote, so I'm cool with it. May you ask one question? You already did. I guess if you want to ask another one, it's cool, though. Yes, of course. Ask a question. Need a list of all the quotes? I pinned one in Discord. It's in the general chat pinned. I do have a personal artist for the channel. Lucky number 10. Her @ is in my channel description. She is a phenomenal artist. She's already done significant work on the character models so that I don't have any issues with generative AI haters in my next videos. All art is now made by a human being who was compensated for their efforts handsomely. If you want to do some fan art, there's nothing wrong with that if you want to join the Discord. I'd be happy to look at whatever art you want to do. You can join the Discord in my link tree, or you can access it. I think if you do !Discord, the bot may give it to you in YouTube now. I haven't really tested it. Nobody's really tried it yet. You type in !Discord, it might work. You just joined? Very good. Yeah, if you want to share any art, please feel free to share it there. We have the art/memes page. That's what it's there for. But yeah, we had Red Lobster, I watched Doctor Strange, I watched Black Panther. I gotta say, guys, I'm a Black Panther hater. I really didn't like Black Panther that much. I had to get through it. I did like the backstory and the world building, but the wasn't as good as Doctor Strange. I really love Doctor Strange. That was a good one. Doctor Strange was really good. I was so taken aback by the effects they did in that movie. It was incredible. And I also just like Benedict Cumberbatch. Can I send you a friend request? You can. You kind of just did by asking. I can't believe that got auto-modded. Shifty. I was thinking that the whole movie, too. I was like, is this a Marvel movie just made for, like, the black demographic? It was good. It was good. It wasn't a bad movie. Like, I think I liked it better than Black Widow. But this Black Widow, the only thing I really liked about it is Scarlett Johansson being easy to look at, but and also Hopper from Stranger Things being funny. But like, I don't know, Black Panther was good in that the narrative was decent. Like, it was pretty good build up to the big main climax and the fight at the end. But I just thought that the story itself was kind of silly. But, you know, it gives a good backstory to where the vibranium came from in the Marvel Universe, so it worked out. Yes, it was. It really was. The funniest part was at the end when he's like, we have to show the world of Wakanda's existence, and he goes back to the to Oakland, and he shows a spaceship to the kids, and the kids are like, oh my god, let's rip parts off of it and sell them on eBay. I'm like, that's not a good look. What if we appreciate the technology for what it does instead of thinking about how we can gratify ourselves in the short term for it? So anyways, that was Black Panther. Doctor Strange was great. I thought the one thing that was weird about Doctor Strange, though, was the beginning when his backstory for how he damaged his hands was so unbelievably stupid. I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, yeah, professional neurosurgeon. Yeah, of course, he's arrogant. But, you know, someone of that class driving such an incredible car is not going to be going on a windy mountain road in the rain at nighttime, not paying attention, and then get into a nasty car crash. Haven't ever seen it. It's a good movie. Black Panther's okay. Of all the Marvel movies, it's definitely in the middle for me. Like, there are bad ones, and then there are, like, Iron Man and Doctor Strange are now my two favorites so far, and I love the Hulk. Really love the Hulk. With Ed Norton. I wish they kept Ed Norton instead of making him Mark Ruffalo for the entire series. The CGI for Doctor Strange was what blew me away the most, honestly. It was just incredible. I mean, I know it was fake. As I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, that's computer-generated imagery, but it didn't matter. It was just so freaking impressive. So freaking impressive. I will take a look at the Discord after stream and definitely get back to you about what I'm thinking. I mean, I could poke in there right now, but we got a grind to do. But I appreciate anything you drop in there. I will definitely take a look. I look at everything in the Discord. Doing really well so far on golden boxes, and we've already got 11 animal crackers. If we get 25 golden animal crackers per visit here, assuming we only need 32,000 more mystery boxes, we need 13,000 more mystery boxes, and 13,000 more mystery boxes. We get roughly 1,000 a day here, so that 13 times 25 is just another 325. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to just grind for pure golden animal crackers here for a while, but at least we won't have to like spend the extra like 2 to 3 hours every stream opening up the boxes that drop. Because at that point, we'll just be able to keep going back and forth doing this. Which I think is at least a little bit more engaging than just watching Clint get yoked opening up my golden boxes. Did anybody miss the burp dividend? Are we all up to date on how that works now? So I can use this whiteboard behind me for other stuff now. If we've all gotten the picture on that. Mr. Shift knows how it works. Remember right, didn't we just get our... No, we didn't. I thought we just got our 103rd orphan, but I guess we did not. Yeah, it's alright if chat's quiet. They're all on the edges of their seats. Mostly I am, too. I mean, this has been an absolute power grind. I don't know if we'll ever approach anything this grindy ever again. I can't think of anything else that would ever entail this much repetitive motion. This is pretty reminiscent of RuneScape. Like, I didn't do too much RuneScape, but I played it a lot for a month, and I remember, can't even remember what skill it was, but grinding on sand crabs. I think it was attack. And this is exactly that. I mean, it's the process of, okay, I found the most efficient way to do this thing. It is remarkably efficient. I just have to do it for 60 hours. There was no faster way to do this, and that's how I know this is like the most impressive thing we could be doing. Probably, at least in line with what our channel really does. Like, no one's going to sit down and do this grind for anything other than to document it and say, well, this is a thing you can do. You can shred those. One last brain cell. I need my adult questions answered. Does anyone know how to dispose of not sensitive documents, but like old school documents and pictures? Yeah, I mean, you could just shred them or you can burn them. If you don't have a place to burn them, like a fireplace, I would not recommend like burning them in your backyard because if the smoke trail is big enough and it will create a lot of smoke if it's paper. Your neighbors, if they're annoying and have nothing better to do, may be alarmed. If you notify your neighbors and say, hey, we're just doing a controlled burn over here. But the trick is it has to be a controlled burn, otherwise not safe. But anyway, I would just recommend shredding them. Take some skizzers and shred them up. Chat's so helpful. That was the most Boy Scout rant ever. Well, you know. You really should not start fires if you don't have to. I think, you know, I mean, we're at a point where, like, yeah, I mean, once upon a time, humans needed fire to, like, breathe and exist and eat, well, eat and exist and be warm during the cold winter, but now we don't need that as much, and fire is pretty destructive. In a suburban environment, it could be pretty bad if you don't approach it with care. Only you can prevent forest fires, you know. Mantis. I know I'm always doing the same things. I know. I just got over saying that. This is what you get when you come to this stream. This is what you get for the next, like, 3 more weeks. This should be a 2-week extra grind. We should be done with this by next Thursday. Like 7 more streams of this and we should be done. Then we can start just grinding for pure golden animal crackers, and then after that we should be done. Smokey Bear is a good mascot for fire safety. I don't know, I mean, realistically, unless it's like an incredibly dry month, you're not going to really ever start a meaningful fire that burns your neighbor's house down, but depends on what you're burning too. My clicking hand is going to look like Clint's arm, like that one episode of Family Guy where Quagmire discovers the internet. I'm just gonna go get my mail over there, Peter. And he points with his incredibly powerful arm. It's a good thing I'm using an auto clicker for this, in case that wasn't clear. The auto clicker is pressing the attack button. I would need a new mouse after this. It presses it 80 times over the course of, like, 3/4 of a second. Yeah, if you live in the country, then it's cool. Like, if you live in the country and you're aware, like, let's say it rained recently, like, do whatever you want, burn. Yeah, you're not gonna, like, burn anything if it rained really recently. It's just if it's a really dry time of the year, and there hasn't been rain for, like, a week or two, and then you're going to burn, like, paper or something that can get lifted up in the air really light but stay relatively hot, and then it goes and it lands on like a dry patch somewhere. And that's how you end up with the forest fires that Canada had for the last like 2 weeks. You're tired. Today was mentally draining. Kind of happy I'm doing the same thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy that I'm really tired after the last week, but you know, I took some time to rest, and I'm just happy that I don't have to think too hard about what I'm doing. You know, we're grinding in that grind set right now. Like, I sat down to start working on the script earlier today, and I was like, ah, frick it. I'll write the next part of the script when the next part of the challenge is actually come, because at this point I can't really look too far ahead until this part is done. It was a little mentally draining to even approach it. All right, we got 924 golden mystery boxes and 21 more 21 more golden animal crackers. Let's update our count real quick. 924. So we have 19,683. 19,683. And we have 571 golden animal crackers. Great stuff. Bad luck day. We need to get Robin to do something for us, though, so we can't go to bed right away. Let's go grab some ginger from Ginger Island, and then we'll take a rest. Grab this, grab that. Nerd calc at my desk. I do have a nerd calc at my desk. Hang on. Did I put this in here yet? Did not. Very good. Okay. Speed boost, no. Are we in presentation mode? No, we're not in presentation mode. Trying to be better about not forgetting to leave it on. You don't have to use the equivalent of an auto clicker, though. Just do Control, Shift, and then hold the 1 key all at the same time, and then buy it. You'll buy a stack of 999 if you're at a store of any kind to buy whatever you need in the game. And then aside from that, you asked what weapon. We're using the Iridium Dagger, or Iridium Needle, and it has Vampiric on it, so we get HP from our kills. It also has plus 75 crit power, which makes it just a little bit stronger for taking care of the orphan doves. The trouble with them is they have 2 to 4 times the health of Iridium bats. So an Iridium bat is 300 HP, so they have 600 to 1200 HP. And this needle is the only thing in the game that can reliably, with the build we have, do 1100 to 1200 damage whenever it takes a crit. So that is how we are taking care of them so quickly. There is nothing else in the game that I could find that is anywhere close to as efficient for taking care of them. I think this is the only method you can use to reliably dispatch them in large quantities. You play on PS4? Damn, that sucks. That's crazy. No, I'm sure there's a tip online somewhere that'll tell you how to do it. You got to be able to buy a full stack. I mean, that's crazy if you can't. All right, let's go see Robina. Ask her to upgrade that coop right there. You should bring in the perfect attendance awards. That would be really good. That's actually a good reference. You can show that you cared about your future. My parents kept all my baby stuff, specifically my mother. My dad really didn't give a shit. But my mother kept all my baby stuff and then basically tried to pawn it off on me when I moved away from home. I was like, I don't need this. This is for you. This isn't for me. Kept all this stuff for you, so why do I need it? Oh, I just kept it because I thought you'd want it. Like, no. You kept it because you wanted it. Silly goose. Really, you can't do it on controller. That sucks. Yeah, that really sucks. All right, let's, oh, you know what? Let's make sure that these guys aren't starving to death. Because there's a lot of them now. Wow, they go through hay quickly. All right. I'm going to back out of the game just so all the trinkets that were on the floor despawn over at the witch's hut. Kindergarten me was plotting my future. Didn't put any random money in my drawings, though. Rude. Should have saved some money. They weren't thinking that far ahead. Ooh, another lucky day. Good. What do we got? 7.9%. That's not as lucky as I would like. Let's go name some chickens. We can afford to skip a few days that we don't care as much about. Oh, we can't name the chickens yet. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just sleep through the day. Even though it's really lucky, it's not lucky enough. I'd like it to be closer to 10% or even more. Another dud. That's fine. Gives us time to get the chicken army grinding. Let's go with Chanakari. Yeah, that feels right. Thanks for commenting on YouTube. If you comment, if you share anything, I will name a chicken after you, no matter where you're chatting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This one can be turned green. We are done with this coop. Let's go with, I don't know, like Chile. Like Kyle, but Chile. I like it. I like it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I think this one's almost done. There's 11 in here. I can't quite tell. Does anybody know how to tell how many chickens are in a coop so I don't have to count them roughly every time I'm going in here? I've noticed that is something that I'm taking time to do. Same this one, Chiley, like Riley. Just gonna give them all real people names. 1, 2, 6. Cluck Norris. I don't know if I named any of them Cluck yet. I like it though. Let's go with it. Cluck Norris. Well, we got an hang on. It's gonna be CH. Schluck Norris. Perfect. Fits perfectly. Great work. Excellent suggestion. I'm not, you know, I honestly am not even gonna bother feeding these guys. Like, if they're not in the deluxe coop, they just don't eat. That's gonna be how that goes. Name one Droodle Toodle. I will next time we are in a naming session. I promise. You have my word. If I could buy a full stack, it'd be Game Changer. Your game runs at 2 frames per second due to all the animals and machines. I can't fish at all. Well, that sucks. That really sucks. Man, you should get a PC. Then you could really put all that knowledge that I know you have to good use. Because I know you're a grinder. Your fellow grinder over there. First the children, and now he's abusing the chickens.
When will the abuse end?
Money go burr. I am here for the ginger. Here for the ginger. We have to get an upgrade from Robin today, too. Aha! Danny joining us on YouTube. Double the engagement. Love to see it. Love to see it. Damn. No ginger over here. There never is. All right. Oh, can't sleep yet. Still trying to figure out why this chair thing is useful, Mantis. I guess it makes it so no matter what time of day it is, she'll be here waiting for me. Only useful on Tuesdays. Ah, I see. I understand now. I understand. Coop. Build me a coop. Oh, no. Ah, I should have painted the ones that were done first. Now I can't. To the wizard. If you want her at the desk sooner, put it in her bed. That's exactly what I want. I want her to be there as soon as I wake up, so I don't have to, like, stall for 2 in-game hours every time I want to go get a chicken upgrade. Coop upgrade. Hey, wizard. Hope you like those pineapples. Paint buildings. This one is done. And then let's move all of these green ones over. Should start building golden clocks. Then put the chair in her bed. Okay, got it. I will. I will do this post haste. Oh my god. I will orient these another day. For now, we're just doing that. Orb, welcome. Good to see you. How are you doing? To bed. What's the chair gonna do in bed? Look at those emotes. Depraved. Feeling lucky. What do we got? 8.5%. It's not enough. It's not enough. In the grand scheme of things, it's probably enough, so we're gonna go grind. Oh my god, that one is... I mean, I would never say such a thing about... What is going on with that rainbow-colored one? That's crazy. This is the exposure therapy they tell you about. Yoshi looking kind of thick, too. Back to stabbing. What is that hot dog doing over there? I'm having a great time. I watched Mantis do it on a demonstration when I was first told about it. So I believe that the glitch that allows you to enter the coops stacked on top of one another still works in 1.6. I'm not confident it'll work past 1.6. So I'm really hopeful that Concerned Ape does not release 1.7 before we're done with this, because that would be really poor timing, and I would feel really sad about it. I mean, I guess I'd be happy that 1.7 dropped, but... I am a connoisseur of sus emotes, my good sir. You really are. I don't know where that rainbow one came from, but that is out of sight. That's crazy stuff. That looks like Mr. Shift. We are grinding.
Oh, we're grinding. Yeah, we're grinding. Yeah, we're grinding. Oh, we're grinding. Yeah, we're grinding. Oh, yeah, we're grinding all night long.
Unbelievable. What is the challenge here, Ethan asks? The challenge is create as profitable an industrial empire in the game as possible. Literally, like, find the ceiling of how much money can be made passively and actively in a single day in Stardew Valley, and at the end of it, I'm going to use all the proceeds to build an entire farm full of golden clocks for fun. Basically, I'm just doing science to determine what the best method in the game is for making money. We're trying to get very rich. Been loving the videos? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I want to get another one out as soon as I can. I'm really excited for this one. I think it's going to be the best one yet, for sure. Always trying to get better, so. Nice to have some encouragement. That is from my friend Blue Candy, a gay twink furry. Interesting. Why did they make their emotes so voluptuous? It would be so nice to see the YouTube chat within the same chat window. Do you guys know of any other streamer who set that up before? I'm certain I could set it up. I could probably have a bot read other people's chats in YouTube, and then vice versa. Like, basically, I could have a bot transcribe any YouTube messages over onto Twitch, and then vice versa over onto YouTube. It's probably a headache. Honestly, all I could think is have a bot just transcribe messages to either side. But that's why I just put a combined chat overlay on screen, so at least you guys can see, if you're paying attention, what's been said. And I do leave it up there for about 40 seconds. So, like, unless you're, like, totally playing something on the side, which most people do, you should be able to catch most of the YouTube messages over there. Yeah, you just can't go back and reply to shit later. Absolutely. I hear you. knowing that this grinding part of the video won't even be that long is the funniest part. Yeah, I know. This will probably be, I'm trying to get at least 5 minutes out of it so I don't, like, totally screw myself, but I'm gonna basically explain how the setup works, explain what the iridium needle is that I'm using, how it is so effective, how I use an auto clicker, the drop rate. I'll do some math on the drop rate of golden mystery boxes and the golden animal crackers, and then I will share roughly how long it takes to open that many and talk about how I could use this mod, and then make a joke and be like, but no, I like to punish myself, so I decided not to use the fast open mod. Because around here, we play the game in vanilla, but we don't play it at all, or some stupid shit like that. God, I'm such a loser. Not like we would want to talk to you Twitch chatters anyway, says Danny in YouTube chat. Yeah, YouTube chat isn't always that active. YouTube has a lot of lurkers, tons of viewers over there. On Saturday, we eclipsed 125 viewers at once, which was absolutely insane. But not a lot of actual chat participants over there, other than The and a few others. The is our biggest participant over on YouTube. He likes to yap. He's a yapper. Certified yapper. He should be over here on Twitch chat yapping. Yeah, if you wanna figure out how I can combine the chats, I'm sure it would take me like 20 minutes to figure out. As long as I know what the tool is and can implement it, I see no reason why not to do it, so. Stardew Valley, Masochistic Grinding Edition. Yeah, that's, yeah. Rated M for mature because he'll be cursing to himself a lot. Intense profanity. Adult themes. He's gonna get popular on the YouTube streams and forget all about us, Sag? Absolutely not. I multi-stream for a reason. I multi-stream so that everybody can enjoy this stupid thing that we do together here. In fact, I feel bad for YouTube chat because they can't enjoy the burp gift. Like, YouTube chat really misses out. Yeah, boy!
I did. I'm ashamed of myself.
See, YouTube chat can't do that. I have to turn up the 9 cans of ravioli.
Okay. And it's Thanksgiving, and this bread is a turkey. Oh my God, it's so juicy!
Oh my God, it's so juicy! Always love that one. Thus says, interesting that we had completely different strats for both auto petters and crackers. I think really what it is I was going to use the two strategies you're talking about, but I thank God I have Twitch chat on the side. Because it really was a matter of the community putting their heads together and me just taking the feedback and running with it. We all basically sat and thought to ourselves, okay, 2,000 golden animal crackers should take roughly 200 hours of pure fishing. Is there a better way to do it? And then we determined, oh, wait a minute, Blade found this strategy once upon a time. Maybe this will be useful. And then I looked at it, I was like, yeah, actually, that's the best way to do it. So then we did it. It took like 30 hours of setup because we had to get the 100 dubs here. But now it's trivial. It's roughly 37 to 40 days of actually coming here and starting from the beginning of the day to the end and grinding for the mystery boxes we need for the auto petters. I would argue you would never be able to get 160 auto petters out of 40 days at the Skull Cavern with all the staircases in the world. It's just not feasible. It's the 999 community that figured it out? Absolutely. Freaking lunatics. A lot of community source knowledge went into this run. This run was going to be even more painful if it wasn't for that. So I certainly you will not catch me complaining about how grindy this is. I feel bad for Chad having to sit here and watch, but you know that's what we do on the stream. We grind for YouTube documentaries. We're not just a happy-go-lucky fun stream. We will be in the future. I definitely have more happy-go-lucky fun time streams to come, but I want to keep putting out more YouTube content, at least for the next like year, so I can get some really good videos, high-quality videos on the roster, and then we can kind of cool off on big, massive undertakings and grinds. But you gotta put your city on the map, you know, before you can kind of sit back and relax. Gotta earn the ring before you can wear it. This will definitely earn us a ring. This is way better than fishing. Fun. That shit is banned. Around here? You're not from around here, are you? We don't do this whole fun thing, alright? We like to hurt ourselves. Alright. We don't take kindly to people who don't like to hurt themselves around these parts. How has Automod missed the F word? Oh, fun. I'm like, he didn't say fuck. It's just funny because I spent a little bit of time today fixing that exact thing, the Automod banning certain words. I was like, oh no, it's not working. Oh. U-shaped shift head. I have that brand of autism where I don't get jokes. Oh. My encoder disconnected briefly over on YouTube, but then it came right back. Strange, whatever, don't matter. Gotta stop before staff emails you. Screw that. Tell them to go fork themselves. Try to say asshole with TTS, I dare you. I've replaced some very naughty words with some very hilarious words, so that is your incentive to try TTS out. I don't have the points for that shit. That's because you have a gambling problem. Speaking of, would you guys want to gamble? You guys want to do some gambling? We have almost 2,000 golden mystery boxes. You want to do some gambling? We should go open them up and gamble on how many auto petters we'll get. I bet less than we should, because that seems to have been the norm for the last... ever. It was pretty funny, though, at the end of last stream, when we were like, just at the very end of the gold mystery boxes, and it was the last prediction, and Mantis was the only doubter. And on, like, the 10th to last mystery box, we got the last auto petter we needed for the believers to win the prediction, and Mantis just was cleaned out. Poor Mantis. Everybody laugh at Mantis. Doubters get rinsed. Not happy? I know. I wouldn't have been happy either. Yeah, science! We're doing a little science here right now. How are you gonna gamble? You keep redeeming all your points. Ha ha ha, Putin. Oh no. I know that sound. Diabolical. Your iPad just knows to autocorrect stuff to Putin. Now here's the good news about me putting on the parrot trinket, by the way, guys, is this money that we've got here, this is gonna go towards our first 20 golden clocks. And then we're gonna just like long sleep. Like we're not gonna like, no, it's gonna take a significant amount of time. I'm just gonna do a testing world and tweak the number of doves in the game, and that'll be total side work. Might do that live. We might do that live for the video, but we're absolutely definitely not going to do this strategy anymore once we have all the golden animal crackers we need. We are gonna long sleep for all our money once the golden chickens are all set. I'd rather do 5 million G a day just sleeping over and over again than come here and spend 20 real-life minutes just to get an extra 2.5 million on top of that. It'll be significantly faster in real-life time to just sleep, which is what Habu proved with his sheep in the 24-hour
Audacious
challenge.
Danny says, Pish Penda Joe Cabrin. Smiley
I
face.
definitely don't know what that means. Pendejo means dumbass. You said dumbass something. Peach. Princess Peach. I worked with landscapers when I was between semesters at college, and that's where I heard a lot of profanity, and I never knew what any of it actually translated to, so I always just guessed. So I assume you said effing, dumbhead, not pendejo, I know means dumbass. Effing, dumbass, what does cabron mean? Is that like gentleman? Is that like a respectful way to say sir? So flippin' tired of fishing and you're not even 10% done yet. I'm actually kind of happy that you have such a ridiculous grind of your own on the side, because I genuinely would feel bad if you didn't have something you were also grinding through on the side while we were doing this live. I'm running out of anecdotes to share with you guys. You guys ever think about how the word anecdote sounds weird? I mean, what a strange word to refer to a story. Cabron is like oh, I see. Yeah, Mantis is doing the 999 challenge. We almost got 1,000 golden mystery boxes today. Let's go open them up and see what they hold. And 980, not bad. And 23 more golden animal crackers. I'll take it. All right, let's do a little count. 23 more of those. Really 22, because I always hold one. Is 593. And then we've got 19,683 plus 981 comes out to 13. Whoa, wait a minute. I added something wrong here. Let's just do it over here on Excel. 980. 20,000. We've got 20,663. Incredible. Just incredible. I think 663. I don't freaking know. Doesn't matter. Counter's close enough. All right. Well, let's go open up a buttload. I think it's almost 1,800 golden mystery boxes. We'll go open them up. And the question is, will we get 7 auto petters out of these gold mystery boxes that we're going to go open up today. That's the question. The prediction is live if you are interested in gambling. If you are interested in gambling. And let's give our chickens. So our chickens go through 613 pieces of hay in just like 4 days, which is insane. And that's going to be how we keep track of how many there are. And then we'll put these in here. 592. Wow, we got 600 golden animal crackers. Have you ever seen that many golden animal crackers in one place? That's insane. All right. And yeah, we've got roughly 2,000. So definitely a decent amount to go open up all at once. Robin's working. I think we have some chickens to name. Let's just see really quickly. I can't remember. We do have a chicken to name. All right, good. Let's go with, I heard a good one earlier and I can't remember what it was. You guys got anything? Let's go with Cherry Seinfeld. Doesn't fit. Let's go with Scheinfeld. That'll work. I think we'll know what that one means. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, we need one more. Name him the. I swear we already have a the. I'm pretty sure we already have a the. All right, this one gets an egg. Let's name this one Swim Shady. We'll name him Swim Shady. Swim Shady. Although maybe just didn't doodle. Ah, yes. Thank you. All right, Chim Shady. Why is that so hard for my brain? You guys are gonna stroke me out. Chim Shady. And then we had Choodle, right? Let's just call him Choodle. Choodle Toodle. Cheminem. Ah, it almost fits, but it doesn't. We'll go with this. Choodle Toodle. There you go. Cheminem. There's I'm Chim Slady. Yes, I'm the Chim Slady. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alrighty. And that's all the chickadees named for now. And we can go and open up some boxes. Ah, that's right, Bebop. Yeah, my brain hasn't been with me for a very long time. Chibop. We'll refer to the next one as Chibop. When I inevitably don't remember, just remind me. We'll keep our magic rock candy on us because we always get some of it. All right, and then we'll set our auto clicker to every 10 milliseconds, repeat until stopped. Very good. Well, let's get some musica going in the background because we're gonna need it. I think we just listened to this one, so hang on. Yeah, that feels good. Feels right. All right. Dumb question, but why not use the other coops to pre-prep golden chickens? They all have unused incubators. We're already at the just boxes grind now. Did you gamble? Did you forget to gamble? You still have a minute to gamble. You can gamble your three points that are left. We're not just gonna do boxes. We're gonna do 2,000, and then we might do another. The auto clicker set that I'm using is a lot faster. I was having it click 10 times per second, which was creating a lot of variation when you have 1,000. Let's just say 1,000. Could create like 100 seconds worth of variation, so we save 2 minutes by me making the auto clicker a little faster. I know, big difference, but when you're opening 32,000 of them, that does make like almost an hour difference of over time. Listen, man, we're grasping at straws here. We're doing this as quickly as we can. All right, 2,000 shouldn't be too bad. We'll do 2,000. We might do like one more day of grinding towards the end of the stream. This is what we do. This is our life now. We stab orphans, then we open boxes. This is what we do. And then one day it won't be what we do, and then that'll be great, right? And then we'll just stab the orphans till we have enough golden animal crackers. And then after that, then we can really put our nose down and just like, you know, boom. Incubate chickens. We're done. Long sleep. Boom. Robin. Overtime. Build coops. You know? Exclamation burp. Now, you're saying they will be ready to hatch. I have no... How? I didn't know I could move another... I didn't know I could move chickens between coops. I had no idea about this. Ethan says, because geodes are from a set list, since you are opening so many, do you have a large enough sample size to tell where you are in the order? I actually haven't looked at the order because I actually don't really want spoilers, and I'm pretty confident in my understanding of math that we should be within 1,000 to 2,000 of 32,000 exactly by the time we're done. So we might just be unlucky. We might be lucky. We'll see when we get closer to 32,000, but we're roughly on track. We should have 94 at this point, so we've done pretty well to this point. I mean, we're behind, but we're not so far behind that I would be spurred to like look at the order. Hang on, hold that thought. Hang on, hold that thought. Let's. I got this, guys. Hang on. All right. Make sure you say thank you, Shiv, for this. Perfect. Oh, that's a little big. It's a little big. Hang on. Is that so big? It's just... There we go. Oh, yeah. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Anyway, back to opening boxes. Again, with as many hours on this game, it's crazy to me how little you know. Listen, man. I'm a creator. Alright? I play the game so I can create videos on it. I don't always know every little bit about it. We always learn something new together. Fair enough, I like that better, but it would technically be possible. Yeah, we could totally just go look at the order and extrapolate with enough thinking exactly how many boxes we need to get the auto petters, but I believe in math enough to, like, by 36,000 we should have more than enough. I would think at that point we would be very unlucky to not have gotten the 160 we need. Just here for the love of the game. Well, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. I may not know everything, but I know I love this game enough to do this ridiculous challenge in the first place. So why aren't you using auto break geode mod? Mostly just because I don't want to. I think it's kind of weak. Hey, auto petter 1. Perfect. I genuinely just think it's kind of weak. I don't really want to. I don't want to use mods that speed up time because I want to do this entirely vanilla so that I can, like, you know, I don't want the rep without the real grind, if that makes sense. it's more important to me to feel like I did it legit than it is to speed up the process and save myself 30 hours just because I could with a mod. Seems a little Puritan, but it is how I approach the game. I have never used a mod that was I've never used a mod that changes the vanilla mechanics of the game. I only use UI mods. The one that I use that would probably spur the most discourse is the zoom mod, which I could see, and I do use it for this, everything on a floor in the caverns, for example. And then I know if it's a useful floor or if I should just skip it. But aside from that, I don't really... I can get information from the zoom mod, but even then, everything that I do is purely informational as far as modding goes. Like, I have the mods that tell me what it's going to be rainy next day, so I don't have to go to the TV and look at the weather, and what my luck is, so I don't have to go to the TV and look at the fortune teller. No one would grind this, so I use this mod, and then just go, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, actually, that's perfectly on brand. I mean, that's the shiftesque brand, is to... Yeah. That's what we do. The whole point is to, like, the first line in my first video was, you weren't supposed to play Stardew Valley like this, right? Well, now we're playing it how you're supposed to. No one would do this, but I did. That's the idea. I actually really would love to use that mod. I genuinely would. But there's something in me that refuses to allow me to do it. It's pure stubbornness, I know it is. Mostly I'm just testing the viewership. I want to see if people will stay even though I'm just doing this ridiculous, monotonous challenge. Slime Lord is up to a whopping 2,712G. What are you going to spend on first? Like, what's the most advantageous thing to buy in that challenge? But it's a good question. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to stand on a soapbox and talk about how superior I am to modders. It's always good. It's always good to bait people with a challenge. Shout out George Lombard Jr. I don't get the reference, but shout out to that guy, yeah. What insane person would sit and watch this crap every stream? If I remember right, you were heavy lurking on Saturday. You're just happy that we put in 11 hours on Saturday so you wouldn't have to watch it so much. Definitely need one slime hutch to get the ball rolling. Is there any limitation to that, or can you just buy that right away? I feel like, don't you have to, like, have unlocked the Skull Cavern to get that? To unlock the slime hutch, that is. Oh, he just hit a home run for his first major league hit with the Yankees? Wow. On his first hit, too. That's crazy. That's a good omen. Slime hutch unlocks slime eggs, not the other way around. What do I know? So anyway, hang on. We didn't even figure this out. This was actually something I was genuinely interested in before I got on my soapbox. So, Mantis, you're saying that if I just use the incubators that are in the finished coops now that are full with a dozen chickens already, I can move one of the chickens out and put them in my new coops. Is that what you're saying? Just want to make sure I got that right. All right, I will go into one of the coops and see if I can move one of the chickens to another coop. You're saying if I talk to the chicken and I go at the menu open, there's an option to just move it to another coop. Does it number my coops? Also, second auto petter pug. That's incredible. I had no idea. Real Bisharp, you have tons of viewers on YouTube. Congrats. Thank you very much. I don't know why they like this content, but they seem to have been showing up in droves since I started doing the Golden Mystery Box grind. They really like to watch the really like to watch the golden mystery boxes get opened. That or they just like my handsome face. I can't tell. But yeah, thank you very much. And pleasure to see you again. Hope you're doing well. It opens your screen like Robin's. Oh, and then I can just move them to... Oh, that makes sense. No, that makes perfect sense. I love that. Oh, that's super easy. Well, in that case, we could really just be power grind filling all our... Wow. Yeah, wait a minute. Okay, so for now, it's not as useful because we really don't have that many coops built. But we can definitely use that. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you don't have to, be all, oh, you're welcome again about it. You could just be like, thanks for listening to me and appreciating my opinion, friend. And I'll say, you're welcome. Thanks for giving me the expert advice because I needed it and I appreciate it. You could be like that about it, and we could be pretty cool. Humble me? No.
Oh shit, farting on my roommate's door.
Sorry about that, guys. Humility in this community? A bunch of STEM nerds? Real. The only person who's humble here is Danny. Except when we're talking about anything salacious. Then Danny brings out the Yoshi emotes.
Did somebody say size queen?
That's crazy. That's
crazy. That's crazy behavior. Crazy behavior in my Twitch chat. Sometimes I gotta move you guys down a bit. That's better.
I don't know how the camera gets offset. Orb says, I wish I was a STEM nerd. I don't know, you could just read some books and you could be a STEM nerd in probably 2 months. That's all it really takes. I thank God every day that I am not a STEM nerd. Being a STEM nerd kind of sucks. Third auto petter, Pog. Incredible luck so far, Pog. But we know how this goes. Sometimes we get 3 and then we don't get 1 for 1,000 rolls. So let's see how it goes. We know this story. We've been here. We've seen this story many times. Math doesn't really help you in any way anymore. Just open ChatGPT and tell it to do your taxes for you, or help balance your budget, or help you write a strongly worded letter to your healthcare provider about a bill that you're contesting because of the price, or anything you need math for these days. You could just for example, how many cups are in a gallon. Don't worry about actually knowing that. You can just, hey Siri, how many cups are in a gallon?
1 gallon is 16 cups.
There you go. So you can just do that. You don't need math anymore. Unless you're doing something stupid like this challenge. Does psychology count as STEM? I would say no, but I guess it's a science in a way. I mean, it's not like you're using... I guess to study the math, yeah. To study the figures that you find. US gallon or actual gallon? You get out of here. You get the hell out of here with that. The only gallons are US gallons. What are you talking about? Listen, we hold the reserve currency. Our central bank controls the world. Our metric system is the one that is the most important and final. Sorry about that. Boo-hoo, should have had a Federal Reserve. America #1. 10-gallon hat. Does that hat take 10 gallons? Was that King Ass Ripper I heard earlier? Probably. I have some sound effects that I do not know the origin of, so it's possible. The farting on my roommate's door, is that the one? I actually don't know the real origin of that. I just found it hilarious when I was looking through my instance. The sound effect source for most of my sound effects. What's the difference between a clinician and a therapist? I'm genuinely curious. Like, is a clinician like someone that works at a clinic? Aren't all places of health clinics? Adolescent psych, oof, rip. That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. Because kids are screwed up in the head these days. It's not really their fault. I mean, sometimes it is. There's so many reasons, though. I just realized that the Subway Surfer music is playing in my headset, and I can't turn it off until I'm done with filling up my inventory here. My degree program for my pure mathematics degree made me take several courses that were entirely adjacent to the subject, and it still has me bitter today. No idea why I had to take a music class or multiple English credits or any history credits or a creative writing class or any of that. I could have finished college in probably 2 years if I just took the math classes that actually contributed to my final major. College is a scam. Obviously, the part that teaches you the stuff you need is not a scam, but the other part that makes you take classes you don't need to take is a scam. Oh, crap, hang on. Can't minimize it. Gotta do this. Yep, there we go. That's why I dropped out. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do, too, because they end up taking classes they don't give a shit about, and then them not giving a shit about it actually drops their GPA to a point where they can't participate anymore, or they're not qualified to get the credits in the classes they actually care about. It's really silly. Make way more money than I would have anyways. There's a lot of jobs now that make more money than a college degree job yields. Unless your college degree permits you to work in healthcare or high finance. Not even really software engineering anymore because those jobs are like gone entry level wise. Yeah. Teaching, maybe if you get into a good union. That's about it. Healthcare, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like Danny does well. I know Danny does well, but I'm sure it sucks. But at least a college degree is worth it. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend either. You end up having to work with some very, very colorful characters, I'm sure. People who probably don't give a shit about their health as much as you do. 4th Autopetter Pog. Wow, we're doing really well. That's 4 Autopetters in all, not even 400 mystery boxes, which is twice as many as we should have by now. Let's see, Mantis. Oh, you're in the Believers crew? Mantis, you might actually get some points. Exclamation burp. Work for the Gov, don't recommend. I work for a bank. Actually, I kind of do recommend. Go work for a bank. No matter who you are or what you do, go do work for a bank. You thought about working for the Department of Corrections in their education sector? Yeah,
Don't do that. Don't do that. Save yourself some trouble and don't do that.
I can't imagine that would be more fulfilling than it is tiring. Like there's a fulfilling to tiring ratio when it comes to career choices and places you can spend your time. I have a feeling that would be really tough. Then again, maybe it wouldn't be. Depends on remediation rates. That or middle schoolers? I take middle schoolers every time. I'd rather teach middle schoolers who might be a little rambunctious than people who may only be taking a class because it has to do with their parole and don't really give a shit about that. Yeah, I think decent choice. You didn't choose where to put the points, Mantis. You said, frick this, I'm so bad at choosing, I'm just gonna covered my eyes and just pick one. I love that. 5th auto petter Pog. 6 auto petters. I didn't even catch the 5th one. We are so far ahead now. I've never seen this many auto petters drop from a single stack at this point. We only opened 440 boxes. We got 6 auto petters. That's a 1 in 200 chance. That is insane odds. The believers are like counting their money already. We still have over 1,500 boxes to open in this session. This may be the normalizer. This may be where our luck for this entire grind normalizes out. I don't want to speak too soon because that just invites the universe to like bend us all over, but, and not in a good way either, but we're looking pretty good. You know, if all things normal, we're looking pretty good here. Want to go into athletic training / physical therapy? That's a good one. You just got to make sure that your clients are on the wealthier side. Then you can charge them more because they don't know any better. Go for the wealthier clients, and then you and obviously physical therapy. You're gonna get hooked up with people who have Medicare anyway. So, or I think it's Medicaid. What's the one that old people get for free? A lot of that. You'll get a lot of that, and then you can charge out the butthole because I don't know if I could say that. You could charge out the wazoo because because the government pays for it, so it doesn't really matter what you charge because they don't care and they just want their physical therapy. Medicare, that's the one. I had it right. Perfect. That's the one that I get taxed for. Great. Love it. Yep. When I get taxed for, probably won't be able to enjoy myself when I'm that age. Cool. Got it. Universal healthcare is only for the boomers in this country, Mantis. After they're gone, it won't exist anymore. Maybe part of Gen X might be able to enjoy it too. After that, no way. No way. We have to hope that an AI singularity makes healthcare so trivially inexpensive that we can enjoy free healthcare that way instead. Won't happen. Looking into classes about mental health crisis training. No shortage of mental health crises out there these days. I mean, look at our stream. Would you consider this a mental health crisis? I feel like we're doing all right. I feel like we could be more insane than we are. Still not enough points to play a sound. You would consider this a mental health crisis? Yes, no. All right, I'm not kidding about mental health crises. I know mental health crises are very important. In the precursor stage, yeah, probably closer to that. Depends on how much more difficult this becomes. I'm not making light of mental health crises. They can be very, very, very serious. I'm just quipping about how I don't know if any wholly sane person would do this. What am I doing with the regular boxes? I haven't exchanged them yet. I think around like 30,000 golden mystery boxes, I'll just bring all the regular ones over and exchange them for golden ones, and then just do another opening session then. I don't want to let them go to waste. And we have more magic rock candy than we'll ever need anyways, so I think that makes sense. So once we hit like the 30,000 clip, we'll do that. If it looks like we're on track to finish before 32,000, I'll do it around 28 or 29, depending on how close we are at that point. Haven't really mapped it out too much, but that's the idea. Ooh, we got the good music. If I'll be doing this too, does that mean anything? Depends on what you mean. Oh, if you'll be doing this too, does that mean anything? Yes, it means you are you are also probably on the spectrum of insane. Yes. How many regular mystery boxes are you sitting on? I think I saw it in the chest. I think like 5,000. I can't remember. I don't really look. I just drop stuff in there. As someone who has studied and worked with people in mental health crisis, I can confirm that you are insane, crazy, cuckoo, a whack job. Every screw is loose. The hamster on the wheel is dead. Oh, good. Good. Made my head itch. Squeaking was driving me nuts. I'm definitely on the rhythm spectrum. Although, you know, it's mostly the affliction that I experience is just not being able to sit still. Not just like literally fidgeting, which I have an issue with too. That's why I have like this like grip squeezer here. So sometimes while I'm working and I just need to fidget, I'll squeeze this. But also just in general, I don't idle much. So, oh,
Tito is now following.
Sour Tito, thank you very much for following. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Glad you enjoyed enough to follow. Yeah, Chorskop for that. I forgot we do that. Yeah, as I was saying, basically, if I have a free moment and I can get a task done and it'll take me 5 to 15 minutes, I will not stop and like open my phone and scroll or sit and meditate and just breathe or enjoy sitting on my back porch and let the sun hit my face. That's probably why I've run myself so tired in the last few weeks since I started streaming too, is because I just like have to be doing something, and I'm very, very fixated, so I fixate and I have to get something done. So yeah, that's how I roll. I love to see all that Chores Cop. I love to see you guys like just fill in the screen with Chores Cop. That's awesome. Yeah, remind YouTube that they can have that too if they just come over to Twitch. You know, anybody over on YouTube, you can have access to these emotes as well. I can't believe that Automod stopped that. I don't know if Mrs. Shift is listening tonight, but I know she was building a wreath downstairs. Yeah, don't send that. Manta said 3 regular equals 1 gold box at the raccoon shop. And he put coon shop, and Automod did not like that. It's a raccoon shop. Should know the context. It added words. Oh, okay. So you're not racist. Got it. I had my suspicions. But yeah, I just can't sit still. I like to do stuff. Like to build stuff. like to tinker. So that's like today, for example, I had like 2 free hours that I wasn't doing anything, so I worked on fixing speaker.bot, and I got some more sound effects for the stream. And same thing on Sunday. Like, even on my days off, I just can't not do stuff, so I do stuff instead. In the garden? Alrighty. All good, all good. I just saw a message that Automod got, and I wanted to make sure it came through, but Mantis said don't come through. Mantis is still trying to say slurs in my chat. What the hell is a free hour? It's basically like an hour where I'm waiting for someone to sign off on my work, because that's very big in my job. My job requires a lot of dual control, so I do the work where I get the reports, and then a superior signs off on it before I finalize it. So in the time that it takes me to wait for a superior to allow me to proceed, I could sit there and, I don't know, take a nap, meditate, scroll Twitter or Instagram, I don't know, read a book, have a snack. I can do a lot of things, but I don't do those things. Instead, what I do is I open up my computer and I start working on the stream, and that's what I've done for like the last month. So I'm at a point where I'm like pretty satisfied with where we're at though, so it's been nice to just kind of not do that. Like today was the first day where I kind of was like, okay, I fixed this, I don't have anything else on my list, I'm not going to create any more work for myself, I'm just going to stream and enjoy myself, get the challenge done. Like I said, I looked at the script, couldn't figure it out. I didn't want to keep writing if I didn't know what to write next. Usually it just comes to me, so I was like, screw it, we're just gonna vibe. I wish I had free time. That's what's that like? Well, I could tell you, but I don't have much of it either, because I like to fill it up with my rhythm. I won't joke about not having free time. I do have free time. My problem is, my affliction is that I just don't use my free time to rest. I use my free time to work on my side projects. I still consider this a hobby, even though it takes up probably at least half as much time as my real job does. Especially when I'm editing, it takes up definitely close to as much time. You're lucky you have Mrs. Shift, else I would medical profession you.
You can't spell love without L-O. You can't spell
good fit.
Is without I-S.
Me singing to Mrs.
You
Shift.
can't spell silo without Lois.
Yeah, Mrs. Shift keeps me pretty grounded. Although my affliction definitely does piss her off sometimes, because she'll be like, why don't you want to spend time with me? And I do want to spend time with her. I just can't pull myself away sometimes, so I work hard. As a med student, free time is a concept I have forgotten long ago. Yeah, when you're in the throes of that, you probably don't have much of that, but you probably do have a nice caffeine addiction to supplement it, at least. I miss working from home. I had free time then. No, well, that's kind of my spiel, is that I work from home, so I can like 100% of the time, so I can kind of goof around. But I don't consider it goofing around, because I'm always immediately available upon request. But the nice thing about my job is that I'm not always being requested. If that makes sense. We have a lot of med students here. We have a lot of students, and we have a lot of people who are interested in healthcare, I've noticed. This Sourdy Dough is our new first-time chatter, and it appears they are also a med student, which is interesting. Am I kind of like a case study for you guys? Is that what you're gaining from being here? No caffeine, you have a heart condition, just a very high therapy bill? Oof. Yeah, I have probably too much caffeine, and I have not been to a doctor in over 3 years, so I should probably cut down on the caffeine myself, especially with how much I stress myself out. Guys, what's a healthy resting heart rate? You will 100% be a study for my dissertation if I go back for my PhD. I genuinely would be honored. I would genuinely be honored. Actually, I really would be. I would love to be your study. That sounds fun. Pick my brain. I don't freaking know what's going on in there either. 72 BPM, 60 to 100. Last I checked, it was like 60, so I think I'm fine. Even when I'm caffeinated, it's closer to 70 than anything. I get cardio and I work out, so I'm fine. I must be fine. Totally fine. I've been drinking too much caffeine lately. I have been drinking like 6 to 7 cups of coffee a day. Not 6 to 7, maybe closer to 4 to 6, I would say. Like today was a bad day. I had 4 in the morning, and I'm talking about like metric cups, not like 4 cups that are bigger than cups. I mean, actually measured out, like these are cups of coffee, and I drink it black too. So I had 4 cups of coffee this morning. That's usually what I have. We make 6 cups. Mrs. Shift has 2. I have 4. And then this afternoon we decided to have an extra 3. So I am incredibly caffeinated all the time. A day shift? Is that bad? Is that too much? Should I take it easy? I know I should take it easy. I actually told her we need to stop making coffee so regularly. So I'm going to try to not drink as much coffee. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't drink alcohol. I don't do anything with any substance at all other than caffeine right now. So in a way, I guess it's like my vice. But probably should still not overdo it. Shouldn't be having more than roughly 400 milligrams of caffeine a day. How many milligrams of caffeine is there in a cup of coffee? I'm also 200 pounds, if that helps. I love this. I love being doctored by chat. This is fun for me. Also, you can OD on caffeine, by the way. Was that like... You mean I wouldn't be tired anymore? $95 milligrams of caffeine per cup. Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm kidding. So I said 4 cups, 400 milligrams of caffeine. It's actually pretty reasonable. I think you have bone-itis, like Futurama 80s guy. What the fuck is that? I do know the reference. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell you mean by that. Just throwing in your 2 cents on the doctoring. I forgot about my bone-itis. My medical opinion. Well, thank you. Yours is a lot less alarming than the other people's who are possibly applicable. How many boxes to open, by the way? I would say 1,100. We still need 1 more petter for the believers to get their reward. As long as you don't experience any palpitations or angina, you are good.
What the hell is angina? Are you coming on to me?
Angina? Nope. And I'm not making that joke. Don't worry, I got it. Google is free? Fine. I just think it's bad etiquette for me to be looking things up on my phone on the side. All right, angina. No, wait a minute, Google. No, don't autocorrect that. Angina is a full angina pectoris. Oh, well, that clears it up. In full is chest pain or pressure usually caused by insufficient blood flow to the heart muscle. It is most commonly a symptom of coronary artery disease. Typically the result of partial obstruction or spasm of the arteries that supply blood to the heart muscle. So basically, my chest hurts. You could have just said chest pain. Oh, okay, I understand now. I've got angina. I heard that once in a TV show. I can't remember what it was. It might have been iCarly. So, I'm definitely going to cut down on the caffeine because I should not have it anyways. It's apparently it's not good for your hormones to have that level of caffeine because it can cause hormone production disruption, thyroid issues. Help me out here. Is it true? Can it cause can it cause? I am a nurse, you numpty. I know you're a nurse. I just like messing with you. iCarly, what a throwback. I know, right? Kind of sucks that the show was produced by some guy who is now almost certainly been caught for let's just say he likes little girls. Anyway, yeah, angina. Yeah, I guess I gotta cut down on the caffeine. It can cause hypothyroidism. That's what I wanted to say. Long term over several years, though. Okay. I mean, I've really recently picked up on coffee. Was not always a coffee drinker. I think over the last like year and a half. That's our 7th auto petter. I'll redeem the prediction. We just got 7 auto petters, so you guys, believers, get their points, and I will start a second prediction. So now the question is, will we get 4 more auto petters by the time we're done? We still have roughly 1,100 boxes to open. So if you guys want to predict some more, will we get 4 more auto petters by the time we're done with these 1,100 boxes? It also shitty that caffeine doesn't do what it's supposed to do to people who have ADHD. Well, that's my fear, actually, because I think if I have anything, it's probably ADHD. And I definitely, when I'm caffeinated, I feel like awake because I feel very tired when I wake up lately, and that's probably because I stay up so late. And I wake up roughly at like 7:30, which isn't too bad, but I usually go to bed around like midnight, so I'm definitely not getting my 8 hours like I should be. Excuse me. Exclamation burp. You're 100% ADHD, little doubt in my mind. I actually do genuinely believe that. I have read into the symptoms of it, and I'm very confident that I am. But I definitely don't want to be diagnosed or medicated for it, mostly just because I feel pretty normal otherwise, but caffeine does not help. The caffeine helps me stay awake, but it does not help with my ability to control my fidgety and constant need to do stuff. Oh, autistic ADHD, hence odd HD. Uh-oh. Does that mean that I'm also stupid? That's not. That's in poor taste, because some autistic people are highly, highly, highly functional. I hope I'm one of those. What do you think? What are we voting? 4 more auto petters. Yes or no? You got the idea. That was a crazy sentence, Keck W. What? I already forgot what it was. I'm just kind of letting my lips flap right now. I don't really have any filter on right now. Haven't had any hostile voice takeovers in a while either. I think we only had one so far.
It's probably because most of you are too impulsive playing fart sounds to save up the $2,500 price tag, 2,500 shift point price tag.
Audacious Danny has initiated a hostile voice takeover.
Oh,
Vocal
fuck.
control has been suspended for the next 200 seconds.
Oh, fuck. How dare you do this to me? I totally wasn't baiting and asking for someone to use it. How could you do this? Alright, does anybody have anything they want me to read? Rip. What can I read? I'm gonna read the nutrition facts on this seltzer here. Serving size 1 can. Amount per serving. Calories 0. Total fat 0. Sodium, believe it or not, 0. Total carbohydrate 0. Total sugars 0. Protein 0. Not a significant source of saturated fat. Trans fat, cholesterol, dietary fiber, vitamin D, calcium, iron, and potassium. There, I don't really have anything really to talk about, so I figured you'd get your money's worth if I could do that for you. So anyway, you don't have to post it, but check your auto mod, B. I ain't a broke-ass bitch. I know you're hoarding like 20,000 points over there. We got an 8th auto petter already, Pog. I wasn't paying attention. In today's story, we learned that doing this challenge means we might be insane. Definitely. Bryce says, I've been lurking on YouTube like an idiot. Did you guys know that if you're lurking on YouTube and you come and join me on Twitch, if we get over 20 viewers at a time on Twitch, we'll immediately be propelled to the top 10 because the category has really gotten quiet as of late. And the higher up we are on the list, because most people browse by number of viewers, the more likelihood the stream gets discovered. So I just want to share that with you. Like, if you're over there on YouTube lurking and you've got a Twitch account and you want to come and pad the viewer number over here on Twitch, I'll pay you in farts. You can play all the fart sound effects you want for free. And then it'll make us look more popular. Win-win for everybody, right? Alvin looks different these days. Yeah, I kind of went through a whole...
I'm gonna go down to Taco Bell and give me a blast.
Yeah.
Attention shift.
Your whole face.
Danny has issued a legally binding hydration order. Compliance is mandatory.
I had my... I drank, you saw it. Thank you for the hydration reminder. Free? Yeah, they're free. As long as you don't gamble the points away like a degenerate. You are a lying liar that lies. Not free. What do you mean? They're absolutely free. All you have to do is watch the stream and you get them passively. They're free. Why are you spreading FUD in my YouTube chat?
Fear, uncertainty, and doubt will not be allowed here. Two more auto petters, and the believers will get their next set of points for believing. We got 9 auto petters out of 1 stack of golden mystery boxes. I don't think that's ever happened before. I think we may have gotten 10 out of 1 stack earlier. But the good news is we are right on track now. We should have about 100 by the end of this stack, and this puts us at 95 so far, which definitely makes up a lot for our poor luck so far. It's like the burp fixed your voice. Spectacular timing. Clip it. Yeah, somebody exclamation clip that, and I'll send that to the editor, and we'll make it work. He's really on board with the stream clips. At first, he was kind of hesitant, but then he watched the stream and was like, "No, you know what? We can make these work." All you have to do is mark it. You don't have to make a good clip. Just do exclamation clip. I go in and I just find the timestamp, and then I take the raw like 3 or 4 minutes surrounding, and then thank you, and then I put it 10th auto petter Pog, 10 auto petters. Oh my god, we got 10 auto petters out of 1 stack. Oh my god. One more and the believers will have more points. time is money. Large corporations battle for our attention every single day, paying millions to do so. Yep, and then that trickles down into my pockets because I can secure the attention. Although, I think it's a fluke, really. I decided to make the title a little less abrasive. Oh, thank you for actually putting... I know you put effort into that clip, Fenton. I appreciate that. You always put effort into your clips. You're not just an exclamation clipper. Some of your clips have been very, very useful. My editor thanks you for your free labor. I really appreciate it. The hell was I saying? Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna stop putting. Oh my god, 11. That's the most auto petters we ever got out of a stack. We got 11 auto petters. That is more than twice as many as we normally would have gotten. That is insane. I'm going to redeem. I'm going to resolve the prediction as soon as the stack is over. The believers have more points in their pockets, and we will run another prediction. And the question will be: are we going to get 5 more? All right. 5 more auto petters, yes or no? We have roughly 900 to go through. Continue your predictions. Gamble responsibly. I think it's so funny that like DraftKings and FanDuel put gamble responsibly in their ads. Like any form of gambling can be responsible. Just my commentary on that. I feel attacked, sir, for doing what you told me to do. No more from me, sir. Don't be attacked. Your clips are useful too. Anybody who clips basically just helps me when I go back. Because I can't, I gotta be real with you guys. I can't be bothered to go and watch the VOD after doing it live. I just don't have time. So what I do is I go to the clips section and I review what has been clipped from previous streams. Usually I try to do this like once a week so far. Sometimes I'll do it like the next day if I have extra time. And I will go find whatever clips were, you know, created, and I'll say, oh, okay. Oh, you're going to clip everything? Oh, no, don't do that. No, because I hate sifting through too many of them. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Actually, clipping more is secretly a good metric for Twitch and will help push us to the browse page if you do it. So, you know, you can help me that way if you want. We're just out here jamming. Dino dance. How does he open the golden mystery boxes without his hands? I'll tell you how. I've gotten so good at the game that I can play it with my mind. I am playing the game currently using telepathy.
And an auto clicker.
Mostly telepathy. Oh, we're jigging. There is one part of you we can't see. I am currently using that to support my lower frame. I am sitting the same way that a kangaroo sits on its tail. I am well endowed. Your feet, you dirty-minded. That is not what I meant.
Oh, it's 9 p.m. That means it's time for the degenerate commentary.
I see it as a personal reward every time I get Mrs. Shift to do the shift face palm emote. It brings me great joy. I liked when I saw the comments from people that were like, how is he playing Subway Surfer and Stardew Valley at the same time? Those made me laugh last time. Let's just say I'm incredibly talented. Oh, yeah. Just telepathically opening up boxes. Alright, so this will put our total at 97 auto petters so far. And just over 20,500 boxes opened. Exclamation burp. Why did that not work? Oh, you did the wrong exclamation burp. You just did I burp. Which does nothing and adds nothing to the counter. Like, I hate the damn catfish. K, am not looking forward to the octopuses and the legendaries. Have you, hey, what's your, alright, how do I put this? Because I feel bad. I feel kind of weird giving you advice since you're kind of the person who normally gives the chat advice, but are you using 2 of the barbed hooks and like at least a trout soup, if not a seafoam pudding? The crackers are coming primarily from the attacking. The orphans, the daily luck is highly influential. I've already measured that we average only about 10 on any other day, but if it's a high luck day greater than 9% or so, we're getting 20. Sometimes 25. I even got 30 in a single day doing it. So high daily luck days are the days to go and get your golden animal crackers. But yeah, I would go with 2 barbed hooks for my pretty much any fish you're catching. Just the really difficult ones, the 2 barbed hooks pretty much seem to do it. And then just give yourself an extra fishing buff and use deluxe bait to maximize the size of your fishing bar. I'm always using Gold Star Lobster Bisque, and I have to use a quality bobber to guarantee iridium quality. Oh, you need the iridium quality. Oh, wow. Then I guess the only other thing I would say is a trap bobber at that point, because the barbed ones kind of suck if you're not using 2 of them. So I would do trap bobber with the quality bobber in that case, because the trap bobber will at least make your life, if you're casting out far enough and you have the buff, you're going to get a gold quality no matter how long it takes you. Then the quality bobber will make it iridium. The trap bobber basically just gives you the leeway to not have to fish so perfectly that you end up missing out. I was using a trap bobber to catch the legend, and I got it easily 1 in every three attempts when I was using the iridium one on like day 10 of spring 1 when I was doing that test recently. I just personal preference. I don't really need a calculator for it. I just kind of, it's just what I use. It's used to figure out IRL time. How does that have to do with fishing? What are you talking about? What you talking about? Oh, time to catch a fish stack? Oh, because it'll factor in the average amount of time it'll take you to fish it up based on how often the fish appears on the hook. I understand. How long for the octopus? I know the octopus is a major hassle. I mean, you can always get it at Ginger Island, but it has to be before 1 p.m., right? And it has to be a sunny day. Or at least not a rainy one. When I get a chance, check out the app. Seems useful. I should pin it. Anywhere before 1. Okay. Yeah, octopi are, as you know from my first movie, they're kind of my nemesis. I hate them. I wish I knew about the trap bobber before I made that movie, though, because I probably wouldn't have had such a problem catching one. Octopi are just about as difficult to catch as the legend, in my experience. I mean, they're really annoying. They're shifty. No pun intended. The glacier is harder. I think the glacier has an easier path. I think the legend is definitely coded in to have the most aggressive, what's the word? Aggressively extreme moves from top to bottom of the bar. I will put that first movie on to do my homework too. I don't know how many times I played that video by now. That is so sweet. I really appreciate that. That, like, makes my heart warm. That video was my baby. I'm actually thinking of doing something. Okay, guys, here's the deal. I don't mention the membership often on YouTube. I have no members on YouTube, so I'm obviously not offering enough. So I was thinking of doing a director's cut of the movies I've already made, and the first thing I want to do for the members only video catalog is do just commentary over the 2 hours, the same way that you would watch a feature film and like you get the exclusive director's commentary, whatever. And I'm thinking of just doing a straight 2-hour commentary over the movie to talk about my experience making it, the things I learned. Because I really do look back on it fondly, and I haven't sat down and watched it in months. And it was like my life for a very long time, and I think I'd have fun going back and just watching it and just recording VO over parts of it to make it feel like, ooh, if you become a member, you can watch this. Oh boy, here he comes. Yes, I am a very evil wizard, as long as you don't use the caps lock spell. I was finishing my largemouths this weekend, and I was challenge baiting, and I had the Legend family on, and holy shish, the Legend 2 was such a damn tease. It would look like you got this, and then it'll be... Yep. The Legend 2 is a monster. Both of the Legends are just absolutely troublesome to catch. That's why the Trap Bobber is nice, because if they do one of those extreme moves on you, at least you don't lose like half your progress trying to get them back handled in. Watch it on stream and we get the DVD commentary. That's what I'm thinking of doing. I'm thinking I'll probably just do like a face cam VOD, but I will not post this VOD. You know, I think it'd be fun. I think I would do that one live for sure, and then just leave it as a members only commentary. I might have to do it in post, so what I would do is I would record the VO on the side using Audacity, and then do a little power director, like open up my thing and get it set so audio ducking is appropriate. Because the one thing that I know can get a little weird with director commentary on movies I've seen and shows I've seen with it is that if you got a character talking in the background and the director's saying something, it can become a real mess and everything can get spaghettified really quickly. So you got to do it well. You got to make sure that the content is ducked sufficiently, right? And I can't really quality control that doing that live. I can test it and then kind of get settings I like first and then do it live, but that's definitely something I'm thinking of doing. I want to get people on the membership because I see 56 people watching me on YouTube right now. We had 100 people watching me on Saturday, and I'm not over here like, you know, with my tin can like, oh, give me money, please. But I'm also kind of like, what can I do to get you to become a task manager? What can I do to get you to support the channel? What can I offer that would interest you, you know? And I'm willing to hear feedback too. I mean, there are things I can do, but I'm thinking exclusive videos like that might push the needle a little bit. So that's what I'm considering to be the first members only project for sure. Mantis Fox sounds lame. Yeah, shut up. Yeah, sounds cool. I don't know. I see Caleb Hammer does his financial audit. He has his post show, right? So every episode of Financial Audit, there's a post show, and he's got by far the most engaged membership in all of YouTube, right? So he offers additional content that basically says, you want to watch this, it's something you can watch, but there's this paywall, and you need to become a member. You know, and my thoughts are, whenever I approach anything that I'm doing, when I make the videos, I don't want to waste your time. When I make the videos, I make them as engaging as I possibly can, and I am not padding the runtime. I am literally cramming as much information into the movies as I possibly can, because I know your time is valuable. I value my time, and I want you to know that I value your time. So when I make a video, I make it good and cram as much as I can into a short amount of time as possible, because I'm not padding the runtime. That leads to more engagement, and it leads to better results. Right? It leads to a higher subscriber turnover, because people want to see what you do next, because they see this and they're like, wow, this guy really took this seriously. Right? I think the behind the scenes could be fun. I think even if I make like a one-off video here and there that shows like the editing process and me voiceovering part of the editing process with a face cam, of course, so you get this kind of same format that I'm doing now as a live streamer. Just me editing, and this is of course fully behind the scenes, not streamed at all. That's the kind of stuff that I think would at least push the needle a bit, get people to say, okay, I'm interested in this, I'll become a member, even if it's just for 1 month, so they can watch it and then they leave. That's fine. That's $5 for me. I like money, but at the end of the day, the whole point of this spiel is to tell you that I'm not here to like shove my can out and be like, give me money for free. I understand that in a business, you got to impress the customer, and you got to provide a product that the customer is willing to pay for. So, you know, it's part of the evolution. I don't just make YouTube videos. I do treat everything I do like a business, and that probably has something to do with my ADHD, as Mantis dubbed it. So you see me optimizing Stardew Valley. I'm doing the same thing with YouTube that I can in the background. So always trying to make the machine better and make it work. I take a lot of inspiration from Spiffing Brit in that way. I really always admired his ability to just totally game the algorithm. 12th auto petter. We hadn't gotten one for a while. 4 to go for the believers. That's nice. I think we needed a good fart. I think we needed a good fart to break up the me yapping for so much. It's actually cool to have members only stuff. My issue is with the members only stuff is YouTube being a D and showing it in my normal feed when I'm not a member, and it sucks seeing stuff I can't see because I'm not a member. If YouTube didn't do that, nobody would know about the membership though, so it's a little bit of a two-way street. Obviously, I'd prefer that they impress the member stuff to people who have already watched all my videos, so it's basically a way of saying, hey, you enjoyed shiftesque's videos, here's some other stuff he makes that's members only in case you're interested in becoming a member. Like, that's cool. Hey, that was a good talk. The seriousness, yeah, I don't like overly being serious. I like a good fart noise. If you guys ever hear me yapping, you have full permission to fart. I want to hear it. I want to smell it. Metaphorically, I can't really smell it. That would be ridiculous. But if there were a way to make it so you could fart in this room right now and I would have to smell it, I would make it a reward for you. I promise you I would. Because that would be really freaking funny. Feel the vibrations of the cheeks. That's the energy I need.
Do you have any information on what they stole? I don't know. But as long as they don't touch the peanut butter, because I did stuff to it.
Trust me, you don't want that. Yeah, Mantis, one thing that my editor and I kind of had a meeting about recently to talk about was just the membership approach when it comes to members-only videos is that you can't have more members-only videos than you have actual content, because then it just is it's a poor look, right? Obviously, you want to monetize your platform and you want to generate revenue out of it. I don't do things just because I want to do them. Let's be real here. I made the videos because I wanted to have extra money so I could afford to, like, you know, pay for nice stuff for Mrs. Shift and put extra money in my savings and have more financial peace of mind. I enjoy making the videos, so it works doubly for me. But to that point, you can't make it look like the whole purpose of your channel is just to make money, because then it just kind of removes the soul from it all. So I would not have more members only videos than I have real ones. And as you can tell from my channel, I only have 3 videos, and after this it will be 4. So I can't have too many members only videos. I might have like 1 by the time I make this movie final and post it, and then maybe I'll have another one shortly after that, so I have 2. And then you know, we'll just keep streaming. Obviously YouTube seems to like the stream because it pushes me thousands of impressions whenever I go live now. Like I had 6,000 impressions on Saturday's stream, which is insane for a live stream. So if there's just a way to convert that attention into, you know, a few meaningful members, people who want to support the page but also want to feel like they're getting something out of it, that could be a really symbiotic relationship as a creator. And I know a lot of you guys want to be creators, and I think part of the reason that a lot of you guys even followed me was because you had respect for my spiel at the end of my first movie where I said this is my dream. And it is my dream. And a lot of people dream about being content creators, but they approach it with the wrong mindset. And I think people want to see into the mind of somebody who's successful at it, and a lot of people like bogart the information. How much would members only actually generate you though? The nice thing about members videos or memberships in general and subscribers is that it's guaranteed cash flow. So like as someone who's very business minded, guaranteed cash flow is significantly more important than revenue as a raw figure in my mind. And that's why everything's a subscription service now in the real world, is because it creates guaranteed income. And so that gives me an idea of how much I can afford expense-wise. Like my editor is not cheap, right? My editor is nearly $1,000 a month. You know, that's a lot of fucking money. And I'm actually losing money right now to have him. So what I need to do is scale the business. Otherwise I can't hire him. And so having guaranteed money, we got a 13th auto petter, by the way, Pog, 3 to go for the believers. And if I can't scale the page to make enough money to pay for that editor, and eventually time might come where I part ways with him entirely and just enjoy the passive revenue when the time comes and I'm not scaling. But while I'm in scaling mode, I need to basically say to the editor, this is how much I make, this is how much I can pay you. And guaranteed cash flow is bread and butter. To say, okay, I have this much in subscription revenue on Twitch, I have this much in membership revenue on YouTube, this is how much my Patreon makes me, and then all the ad revenue, which is usually 75% of the income anyway, that gets thrown on top. But then that way a bad month doesn't destroy your bottom line, ad-wise. Now you says, I think part of the impressions on so long GY Bowser, what does that even mean? Oh yes, is on a side quest while I'm yapping. What movie? Alright, hang on. I think part of that though is the quantity of your live streams. You mean quantity or quality? There's a big difference. I mean, I do stream regularly. You think YouTube is just pushing it because I'm someone who streams regularly here and I make a decent stream, and YouTube streams aren't really that common because people know it's not really the best streaming platform compared to Twitch? Is that the idea? Quantity. Okay, so it is quantity. So you're saying I stream often. Yeah, I think so. I think YouTube takes into account how well the videos that I make do. And then it also takes into account how often I stream, and it says, okay, well, these people seem to sit here and watch the stream for a while when we do show it to them, so let's just... It maximizes impressions based on click-through rate, which is how many people it shows the thumbnail to in the browse section and how many people actually click. And then it also takes a secondary metric, which is more important, which is watch time, average watch time. And average watch time, even over here on the side here, I'll tell you right now, is 28 minutes, 28 and a half minutes. And we've been live for 2.5 hours. So that's 20%. You know, a really, really good average watch duration is anywhere above 30%. And that's what my two movies for Stardew did. My 2 videos. I call them movies. I take myself very seriously, if you haven't noticed. I do refer to them as movies because they are movies to me. Yeah, I am just kind of talking. You know, I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm just opening mystery boxes, so I love the opportunity to just yap. I don't really have any jokes to tell right now, so I'll just yap about this. And I'm definitely not full of shit. Most of this is useful information. Go back to the other grind. It's 9:30. Maybe by the time we're done opening these boxes, we'll have enough time to do one more day at the hut, but we probably won't. We'll probably just open these boxes and call it a night. Oh, full of shit they are. Okay. No, I gotcha. You seem to like to talk. I like to let people talk. It makes it easier to see how full of shit they are. I took that as an implication that you were messing with me. No, I know you wouldn't say that literally. I do fart a lot, I know. Yeah, I do. I do be farting. I also do be burping. I'm surprised more people aren't exclamation burping. You guys do realize you get like free fire sale if you just exclamation burp a lot, right? Like, there's plenty of people here who are active in chat, and if you guys all just like got together to exclamation burp, you could pretty much have a burp dividend like once or twice a stream. You know, if that's something you were interested in. Oh, true, I owe a burp debt. It's an important debt. Uh-oh, here we go. All right, here's the deal, guys. I'm going to share an exploit with you. If you change one of the letters in burp to a capital letter, you will be able to circumvent the cooldown timer. I didn't tell you that, though. So if you see someone who has burped and it's not been 15 seconds and you also want to record one of your burps, you can do so by just changing one of the letters to a capital letter, or all of them, any combination of them, really. But you didn't hear it from me. I would never tell you how to exploit my systems. My systems are airtight, unexploitable. Oh boy, here we go. I don't care if it doesn't make any sense. And the orphans cannot eject the ranks of this ejection, because the orphans all have components needed to eject the one orphan who is armed and dangerous, because the orphans can eject ranks. What are you talking about? It may just be a DVD of orphans ejecting ranks, but when ranks can juxtapose the ejection with a rank, and orphans are smart. Did you just want to use the word juxtapose? Yes. Still need 3 more auto petters for the believers to get their yes resolution. I don't care if I'm late. Well, start burping. You got some burps to catch up on. Yeah, so anyway, thanks for letting me yap about that spiel without anybody really saying anything about how I'm a moron. I find the content creation analytics and numbers incredibly interesting, and I do talk about it from time to time, but not really much at length. So I find it just as interesting as I find Stardew Valley or any of the other games that I really enjoy sinking hours into. So. Oh, I'm trying to figure out my word shift. You love this talk, by the way. Well, that's good. It's good for me. It's good practice for me. I like to talk about it. I mean, I think too many creators who find success are very closed off about their formula, and it's mostly because they're full of shit. Like you said. I thought you were referring to me as that, but the idea basically is like a lot of people don't want to tell you how they succeed online, and it's because they don't want more competition. In my mind, if there are more people who are able to produce content that keeps people online in the first place, that's going to, and let's be real here, our generation's cigarette is smartphones and the internet. It's probably not good for us to consume as much as we do, but everybody does it. And they do it to unwind. So the more people who are making really high quality shit are going to keep more people online, and that's good for everybody who makes a career out of being a creator. So I would like for more people to know about this stuff, just as long as they're not better than me at it. But that's also why I take it all so seriously, is because I make it really hard to be better than me. Kind of like a challenge thing. I was watching a couple of new videos on YouTube today, and normally what I do is, I've noticed this phenomenon as well now since I started creating content, is when I watch YouTube videos now, and I used to love watching YouTube videos, I did it all the time, I can't help but like say, oh, that person edited this way, I would have done it that way. And it's like just totally like sucked the fun out of it for me. So I've tried to get into the habit of turning off that part of my brain when I'm watching YouTube, so I don't like just ruin the experience for myself. Focus on content, not ROI. Absolutely. You know, thank you, I appreciate that. Because that is how I treat things. When you start genuinely considering content creation, YouTube isn't a place of entertainment anymore. It's actually a place of study. And the hard thing about studying other people's videos and not just enjoying them is that you disconnect the part of your brain that tells you why you enjoyed something in the first place, and then you get stuck into a very vicious loop of comparison rather than actual enjoyment, and then you lose that part of your brain that says this was enjoyable because this. So my advice on that, and this is something I struggle with, is just like, if you catch yourself watching a video and think to yourself, how'd they do that? I want to do that. I could do this better. I could have done this differently. Stop your brain and say shut the fuck up to your brain, and just focus on why the video is good and why you like it, and take notes about it. I mean, you have to enjoy the video to take meaningful notes in the first place. So that requires a certain level of ignorant bliss to say, I am consuming this and I want to watch this. Did I fix TTS? Yeah, take a swing. Do your worst. I'm pretty sure I put up a really thick wall that should be impenetrable profanity-wise, but I am inviting you to give it a try. Quality test my TTS. I was going to say this, the joy analytics in an overactive mind. Yeah, exactly. That's my life. Analytics are like crack for me. I love analytics, and I love optimizing them. I see a high click-through rate, and I'm like, yes! The thumbnail worked! Take notes on that, take notes on that, you know? My only thing is I wish I could see other people's analytics. Twitch Tracker is dangerous like that. Twitch Tracker is what will let you see other people's analytics, and that can open the door for a lot of measuring. So I try to stay off of that website. So, to your point about both can be true regarding focusing on content quality and not return on investment is this. If you focus on content quality, your return on investment is going to be marginally better than if you just try to make content slop that makes a lot of revenue, because the viewer is not stupid. The majority of you are not stupid, right? You watch stuff because you think it's worth your time. And if you start making content that's not worth people's time, they're going to stop coming back to watch your content. So you have to, every time you make a video, you're auditioning for more attention. And if you fail and you provide something that's garbage,
Heis93 says, "Sucker Richard bro, I forking hate all these stupid forking triflers who think that these specialty human ED fork face fork tarts are actually going to fork me up, because these co-sucking lattice are all try to poop all over the forking forkster floor that these godarn forking poop faces are existing."
Oh, that worked pretty well. Did anybody hear anything that went badly there? I missed a couple of them, but I think they all got caught. That was funny. Yeah, I'm glad that you enjoyed that. Not every video has to be better than the last. They just had to be up to a certain standard. You set the bar for yourself. You don't have to sweat your butt off trying to make a better video than last time. If you want to improve it, then you should do that. But there comes a point where maybe, let's say you've done 5 to 10 really big, really solid projects and you set a bar for your channel. You don't have to make the same one every time. One example I love is Ambiguous Amphibian. He set the bar for himself a long time ago, and he makes quality content, and he doesn't pad the runtime. He just makes videos that he enjoys making, clearly, and he makes them to a quality that he's proud of, and that's all you have to do. And he makes a new video like every week. He's got an editing team, I'm sure of it. I don't know him personally. I just know that there's no way one human can do what he does. So I'm certain he's got a team around him. And his channel is a content engine, and it's just a gaming channel, and that's one of the models that I look after as well. He's created a channel that allows his personality to be algorithm proof, because he brings quality and he brings a personality that people want to watch. That's all you have to do. You don't have to constantly jump the shark. You really don't have to jump the shark. There's no need to jump the shark. You just have to make something good, right? That made no sense. Good. Well, I mean, it was entirely a profane response, so yeah. Now, I am a very evil man, but I cannot breathe, so how could I evil when I am dead? Profound. Absolutely profound. Thank you, Shift. That's exactly what I want from a streamer. Personality. I watch you because you aren't obnoxious and talk fast enough for my ADHD. Well, thank you very much.
ND0G702 says, "I went over to your mom's house last night and made that hormone until morning."
That was a pretty good one. Yeah, there's nothing Fred could do about that one. He just took Fred behind the shed. And Fred, he had to take it. That's a pretty good one. There's nothing I can do about that one. Yeah, nothing I can do about that one. So congratulations, you found a way to circumvent it. I tip my hat to you, sir. Yeah, Chores Cop, please. Can we get Chores Cop on that guy? And made hormone. Yeah, I'm not going to replace the word hormone. We're talking about grasping at straws at that point. Sometimes a clever play on words is acceptable. I'm not a Nazi. I like comedy. But yeah, a lot of my content appeals to people with ADHD. And it's probably because I, again, not diagnosed, but probably have some form of ADHD. I don't like people wasting my time. I want stuff said fast. I want to explain clearly. I want to explain efficiently. Right? I'm not here to waste 50 minutes watching some dude piddle around. If you could tell me something in 20 minutes, what you made an hour-long video about, guess what? I'm going to prefer the guy who tells it to me in 20 minutes. And that's kind of what I try to do. Frickety of frick. And made Fred moan. Wild. Fred would never. Fred's got a family. Fred doesn't swing that way. I met his wife. Auto petter, nice. 2 to go. 2 to go for the believers. We still have 160. It's perfectly possible. Believers, are we gonna get 15 and 16 before we're done here? We'll find out soon. That's what the speed setting is on YouTube. Fair. Fair. But then, what if I watch the guy who made it in 20 minutes on 2 times speed? And now I'm only spending 10 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. I actually prefer when people watch this stuff at 1.25 to 2 times speed because that's just better for the watch time metric. Like when people watch at that speed, YouTube just records it as regular watch time. So I really only have to hold someone's attention for 15 minutes for YouTube to record it as 30. And then if the video is only an hour long, then that's a 50% average watch duration. And that's really, really good. Anything over 30%, YouTube will just pump your stuff out to everybody. Hitler is a chart seat. There's a STV creator that I cannot watch at 1x because they talk so slow. There's many creators, and not just Stardew Valley, but all over the place. And honestly, that's one tactic of the watch time pattern that I don't like. I don't watch people who talk slowly. I mean, I can tolerate it to a degree, but I like my information delivered with a little bit more urgency than some people can provide. So, and I do use the speed setting sometimes because my brain is cooked from all my years of content consumption, so I do get that. I'm not reading that. Oh, yes. Chitler hates the what? It's a fictional religion that does not exist. If you can think of it, it already exists. That's how religion works. Watching David Attenborough docs at 0.9x is a chill vibe. Depends on what supplements you're using. But definitely, I could see that. Hang on, let's see how many mystery boxes we have. Looks like we have 4 stacks of mystery boxes already, and then we're starting... Oh, we just filled up that 4th stack. So we have 4 stacks of mystery boxes. That's going to be an extra 1,300 golden mystery boxes towards the end, which is really, really, really good. All right, let's see. Can we get 2 more auto petters out of 102? Genuinely, thank you for the talk. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad I could provide a little insight, and it's helpful because for me, this golden mystery box grind has just been absolute slow rolling. But I mean, we get through it one night at a time. So it's good to have a good yap here and there, and I kind of needed it too. Part of what I've noticed in this last month since I started streaming is sometimes I found myself trying to say stuff to be entertaining, and I've gotten a lot more comfortable with just talking and saying whatever comes to mind and not worrying about if it's entertaining, just worrying more about it sounding like me and not like some rendition of me. Yes, sometimes the shuffle pulls out a very well-fitting bit of background music. That actually helps ore, by the way. Oh, for the genuineness of it all. Well, yeah, that's exactly it. Sometimes I worry too much about being entertaining, and then I realize, like, I gotta kind of just be myself, and you know, it's gonna sound stupid. It's gonna sound like a nerd thing to say, but you never realize people will never. How do I say this? You're never gonna know if people like who you are if you're always trying to mask who you really are to get them to like you. Sometimes you gotta just be yourself, and if someone don't like you, well, that's fine. You find somebody else who does. Within fairness, you know, if you're a piece of shit, you shouldn't go around kicking puppies, but as long as you're not a puppy kicker and you're being yourself, eventually you'll find your people. ADHD means masking. Oh, I do masking very well. I'm a good masker. I mask for pretty much everything I do. But I decided to stop masking so much because nobody's perfect. So I'm going to burp and I'm going to fart. And I'm going to talk to you guys about numbers. I'm going to bore you with nonsense. I'm going to say some stupid stuff. I'm going to say some racy stuff. I'm going to say some silly stuff. Because that's how I roll. Alrighty, yes. Oh, yes. Have yourself a great night. We'll be live again tomorrow if you see us. No one will respect you more than you respect yourself. Wise words. How I ended up on my 5th wife. Yes, that, like I said, if you're kicking puppies, probably stop kicking puppies. But you know, if yourself is someone who's nice, then generally you don't have to worry. All right, last 38 boxes to go. Will we get 2 auto petters, or will the one singular doubter and Mantis take everybody's points at the end here? Honestly, these seltzers changed my life. Guilt-free soda. Hey, cheers to that, man. Like I said, I've eliminated a lot of bad shit from my diet and from my life. No alcohol, no cigarettes, no more Mary Jane, no more vaping. I haven't vaped in forever. I drink my coffee. But guess what I don't drink? I don't drink soda. So I'll have the occasional Diet Coke, but that's only for when I'm celebrating or doing events. You're going bun burying? Why does that sound suggestive? Sounds sexy. What's bun burying? I just don't want to be treated like a number or a percentage. That's why I try to remember everybody's name and little bits and facts about them as much as I can. I appreciate you guys watching me. I really do. Everybody here, you really do make the stream feel a lot better. Otherwise, it'd just be some nerd talking to myself all the time. So thank you, Brace. Oh, man. It's no good. You don't want to have that and not know it. And it'd make you feel like a complete weirdo. Oh, I can't imagine that. That sucks. I'm sorry, Mantis. Yeah, some friends. Alrighty. Well, that's it. The doubters did get 1. The doubters were 1 for 3. So let's go just count our totals for the night, and we'll see where we're at for next stream in terms of progress. Did pretty well, though. 14 auto petters from 2,000 boxes is 4 more than we should have got.
Was it scary when the car sped by?
I do PG-13 things to draw the mayonnaise.
I lost all 3 gambles. Sigh. Ooh, rough night. Sometimes you have a rough night. You know, sometimes you just have a rough night. Alrighty, so we got 14 more auto petters, bringing us up to, wow, that feels good. That feels good, guys. We got 100 auto petters so far. We are, oh my goodness, 5/8 of the way done with the auto petter grind. It feels good, man. Feels freaking good. We also are at 605 golden animal crackers. And so far, we have opened 20,663 golden mystery boxes. We should have at this point 103 auto petters. So today our luck really normalized. Let me get Subway Surfer off the screen. Don't need Subway Surfer open anymore. So today our luck really normalized. We got ourselves set up for hopefully getting back on track next stream, and maybe we won't have to get more than 32,000 auto petters. Fingers crossed. Let's see here. So, it was a good stream. We streamed for almost 3 hours. This is a much better time for me to be going to bed, because I do, if I push the streams too long, I end up tired, and then I can't do the streams the way I want to do them. So we're going to call it tonight. I know it's not 10 p.m., but we're close, you know. Give me a second. I'm going to look for somebody to raid, because I know it's early in the night still for a lot of you guys. So let me just look on over here and see who we can get. I'll push you guys over to a Stardew Valley streamer. Music is loud? Well, it's all right. I turned it off. Yeah, hope everybody has a good night. Weird to celebrate that. Early completion for a change. Yeah, I know. All right, let's see here. I don't know who Moogly Boogly is, but I kind of like her name. You guys want to go watch a girl, or do you want me to put you on a guy? This guy's name is Bearded Odin. His name is Bearded Odin. I really like that name. Hang on, he's probably a pretty cool dude. All right, I'm gonna send you guys over to Bearded Odin. Make sure you guys chorse for him, okay? Make sure he knows what chorse is. Gender biased? Yeah, I prefer dudes. Not like in a gay way, mostly just I'm a dude streamer, so that's what I do. All right? Alrighty, guys. Well, it has been real. I will see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. sharp. Enjoy Odin's stream. Make sure you say hello from me, and I'll see you guys. Bye-bye.